Welcome to the Soccer Huddle. This is your boy Mojere, just an honor guy discussing a beautiful game, discussing Vandaag. The UEFA Champions League is back and is back in full action. We welcome back Newcastle to the League of the Elite. We welcome back Arsenal to the League of the Elite. We welcome back Manchester United to the League of Elite. We are looking at Tuesday's games, which is tonight. Tuesday's games tonight. Yes. Mouth-watering games. Newcastle Baba feel a game to welcome them back. You know, when you're a Frenchman at a university or college, there's always an initiation that they do to Frenchmen to welcome them into the school. But here's Newcastle's one. If you haven't seen Newcastle's group, it's Newcastle. They're up against AC Milan, PSG, and Borussia Dortmund. Yo! Ha! So they start off their group with an away clash to AC Milan, who've lost 5-0, surprisingly. Is it 5 or 5-1? Let me make sure. I think it's 5-1. Serie A. I think it's 5-1. They lost 5-1 to the arch rivals Inter Milan over the weekend. So they're coming to that game on the back of that lose, a huge lose. Imagine, 5-1. It's like that 7-0. Manchester United suffered, got the hands of Liverpool. So they come against a team, a wounded animal, if I may put it. AC Milan team that went to the semi-finals of last season's, they lost 5-1. Last season's Champions League edition, they went over to the semi-finals to lose against Napoli, who went not semi-final. I'm lying. Quarterfinals, right? Anyways, I'm appealing, man. I can't say anyways. I'll be telling my people lies here. Let me just rectify my issue. Let me know in the comment section as well. How far did AC Milan go last season? But I think they went to the semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken. Semi-finals or quarterfinals. They were there. I remember it was Inter and Napoli in the semi-finals. Who did Manchester City play in the semi-finals? Did they play they played Real Madrid. So which means AC Milan went to the quarterfinals. Just bear with me. It's a maga laptop and Pentium 3. If you know Pentium, if she doesn't know Pentium 3, my friend, if you are my age and she doesn't know Pentium 3, then anyway, someone in the comment section will let us know where AC Milan went through. So it's AC Milan versus Newcastle. Newcastle are playing away. Eddie Hall's team coming from a back of at least finally getting a win for the EPL, because they've been really struggling to get a win, and they've got a former AC Milan in their books now. Tonali facing his old former teammates, and it's gonna be a good one. We'll see if Trippier can be able to handle Rafa Leao. They've got Giroud in front. Theo Fernandez, that left back. He plays like a left wing at sometimes. He plays like a left forward. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. My predictions there. Man. I think Newcastle don't stand it. They do stand a chance, but man, AC Milan will win for me. AC Milan will win for me. The second match is Young Boys against Leipzig. Young Boys have been in the Champions League for a while now. We know it's the boys from Switzerland. Leipzig, they bought Ropile. They got robbed by Liverpool. Sold them Keita. He's been injured since they signed him. He's been injured. So I think Leipzig will win this one. They've got the upper hand against Young Boys. Nothing against Young Boys. But this is the Champions League. This is the League of the Elite. So anything can happen. A miracle can happen. Young Boys, they've once beaten my team, Manchester United. This team. PSG against Borussia Dortmund. Go! Now that one, it's a very difficult one. I think both sides have got quality players, and it's at France. The first leg is at France. So both, I think Marco Reus Adimieni, who am I missing? Hulen Brandt, I think, is he still there for BVB? Hulen Brandt, Wolf, Emre Can. I think it's gonna be a good one. And PSG are obviously without Messi and Neymar for this. Can I just say? This is gonna be the first Champions League without Luis Suarez, Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale, Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Lionel Messi. This is gonna be the first Champions League without those superstars. Yo, could I just get goosebumps, and very emotional and very sad. Those are greatest players to ever play in our times. We've seen, I forgot Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Great players we've seen, we've noticed. They've given us great moments. And for that, I would just like to say thank you guys. Thank you guys. All those sleepless nights, late nights watching you guys on our TVs. Back on ETV at that time was not DSTV. To now watching you guys on SuperSport. It has been a privilege, and it has been one of the greatest memories that we've seen. And I think I do not speak for me alone. I speak of millions and billions of fans around the world that this year's Champions League will never be the same without you guys. It will never be the same. But we continue. It is time for someone to raise their hand this season. It is time for someone to raise their hand to be counted as one of the superstars. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford, Mo Salah, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, Rafael, to name a few. It is your time. Tag, you are in. Manchester City versus working team, guys. Ravina Sweden. Manchester City always get like the easiest group. Have you noticed that? I'm not saying anything, but they always get like the easiest group. This is a straight win for Manchester United. You can even put it, if you're a bet guy, you can say Manchester City over 1.5 or over 2.5. That's a straight win. They've got Bernardo Silva, Haaland, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Kovacic, but I think Kovacic is out. But I think it's a straight win for that. I don't think we have to discuss it anymore. I think for me, it's a straight win for Manchester City. Shakhtar Donetsk versus FC Porto, and very interesting fixture as well. We've seen both teams have been doing very well recently, in the past in the Champions League, and it could either go for both sides. Porto, and they're playing away. If they were playing home, I would say at the Braga, they're too powerful, they're too difficult to play against. But now they're playing away. Schalke, hostile territory. You know, in the Champions League, if you are playing away, you would feel, like you really feel that you're playing away, not here Zanzimo watching 7,000 people watching you in 90,000 seats. Anyways, that is that. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. And for me, I see it's either Porto win or a draw. I think Porto will win that game. Lazio versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid this weekend, it loses about 22 people. Atletico Madrid, no, a lot of people were complaining about Atletico Madrid this weekend. Most best slips, they only were left with Atletico Madrid, and they lost. They came against the Lazio team. Lionel is not consistent in their Serie A. They lost 3-1 to Juventus over the weekend. So a wounded animal against a wounded animal, who comes out on top? And I think Atletico Madrid have got the upper hand. They've got the experience, and they know how to defend. And obviously, it is cliche for me to say this, because Lazio, as we know, Italian teams know how to defend. But for me, I see Atletico Madrid winning this one. Barcelona, not Barcelona. Yeah, Barcelona versus, what is this? Guys, bear with me. Teams didn't take on a That's why we say, I said, we welcome new teams into the Champions League this this season. Antwerp, if that's how they pronounce it. If you pronounce it wrong, I am sorry. But it's Antwerp. It's a team that plays in, let me see. Actually, I won't play this. I've never, Royal Antwerp FC. Let's see. Let's Google this team, guys. We need to know our opponent. What if Manchester City, Manchester United, Itala Leona, second leg, or in the group of 16, or in the group of 25, in the group of 8 or what? Last 16, last 8. We need to Google this team. So Antwerp is a team of Belgium. So it's what Belgium. So they knocked out Anderlecht, Anderlecht, what's the other one? Pesitao Natalang. Let's see. Belgium League. Anyways, it's it's Barcelona against Antwerp in the Champions League first group game of the new season. So I don't know, but obviously it's a Barcelona win. I saw over the weekend Barcelona Babetile 5. Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo, the Joe squad, scored on their debut. So Genk, Anderlecht, and Club Brugge. I think this isn't. I think Club Brugge thing. So yeah, Joe Cancelo and Joe Felix scored on their debut. Go Barcelona. And I see Leona, for me, it's a straight win for Barcelona. I wouldn't play it over 1.5 or 2.5, but for me, it's a straight win. And I think those are the games for this week's Tuesday. We'll do the preview of Wednesday's one. So let me know as well in the sections. Let me know in the comment section. Sections. Let me know in the comment section as well which team you think this season stands as favorite for this year's Champions League. And remember, this year's Champions League, this is the last time we see the group stages. This is the last time we see the group stages at this 2023-2024 campaign. From next season on, it's going to be 5 teams from the top leagues going into the Champions League. And it's going to be it's a Swiss system. 36 teams will compete in one big league table as opposed to groups. Each team will play 8 matches against 8 different opponents. The top 8 in the league will advance to the knockout stages. Those who finish 9th and 24th will compete in the 2-legged playoffs to join the last 16. This is like the Super League. Let me know what you think as well. We'll discuss this maybe in another podcast. I will bring on my guest and we'll react. What does this mean? From your traditional format of groups to a league format of the Champions League. Will it take out the excitement? We don't know. We'll see. Until we meet again. Good night.